Hi, welcome back to our channel. I'm Kristen Clam, and today we're going to be talking about a few tips and tricks on how to edit audio in Pro Tools.
So the first thing we're going to be talking about is importing. To import, you have to go to File, Import, and then you're given a couple options. Session data is if you have an OMF and you want to import from like Premiere or some other Adobe software. Audio is, of course, audio. MIDI is if you have a MIDI track, and video is if you have a video track. Now, if you go to audio over here, it will come up with this menu right here. Up here is a menu that will show you things you can import. This was just on the folder that I was just in, so if you click that, it will pop up in clips and current file, and it will give you all the data you need right here. And in the clips in the current file, you can see that you have the audio track that we just selected, and we can either add it or copy it. And also, if you would want to play it, you can hear it back down here. Adding it will just take it from the folder that it was from and put it in the audio folder for Pro Tools, and copy will just make a copy of it for Pro Tools. So if you don't want to lose your original file, just use copy. If you don't care about it, just use add. And then you just hit done, and it will ask you for a destination folder, which in this case it will be the audio files for this specific Pro Tools project it's processing. And then it will come up with options whether you want to make a new track or a clip list. If you make a new track, it will make a track over here to the left, and if you use clip list, it will go over here to the clip list. And usually I would say use the clip list. All right. So the next thing we're going to be talking about are channels. This is called your edit window right here, and everything in here is a channel. And if you want to make a new channel, you go up to Track, New, or on an Apple, you can just go up Command N, and it will pop up with this menu right here, asking you how many tracks you want to make, the format of the tracks you want to make, and what kind of track it is. In most cases, if you're working on a stereo project, you would just hit stereo audio track. If you're working on a mono project, it's mono audio track. And if it is a surround, it just kind of depends on what kind of surround you're working on. So the next thing we're going to be talking about is the master fader. The master fader is a channel just like these channels, but it is a special channel because it controls all the audio of the track. So if you go over to Track, New, in this menu, whatever format you're using, so in this case stereo, and then you have to go to master fader and hit create. The master fader will always be like a red track, unless you change it, of course, and it will just be called master. It will usually be on volume, and if you want to change all the volume of it, say if you're clipping a little, you could put a limiter on it or something, but it is a track that is always useful because you control the volume of everything. So next we're going to be talking about the tools of Pro Tools. Basically, what you normally have in your edit menu is called the Smart Tool. It is a combination of 3 different tools, and I'm just going to go quickly through each and every one of the tools before I tell you about the Smart Tool. So trim is where you can trim or lengthen a track to however long it is. So see that clip right here was originally a lot longer than I made it, and you can make a trimmed clip go over another clip. It will always play the clip on top, and you can tell because it will have a little drop shadow over the clip that is on bottom. And so the next tool I'm going to be talking about is the selector tool. The selector tool can be used to select a certain portion of it and say, like, I want this. I can just Command C it and then Command V it, and there it is somewhere else. And then last we have the grabber tool. The grabber tool works like any grabber tool should. You just pick up a clip, you put it in a new spot. So let's talk about the Smart Tool real quick. The Smart Tool would have everything that those tools have besides maybe some specific functions that would have to be covered over in a more advanced video than this. But basically anything above the clip is the selector tool, anything below the clip is the grabber tool, and anything on the left or the right side is the trim tool. But one function that the Smart tool has that none of these tools have is the fade in, fade out tool, right? So the last thing we're going to be talking about is the workflow, basically where everything is, where you'll find anything that you need to. So everything right here is the edit window, and if you ever lose the edit window, you can go to Windows and Edit, and that will bring up everything here. The edit window will have basically all your tracks on the timeline. It should have all your channels over here to the left, and you should be able to find where everything is in terms of a timeline up here. And to your right, you'll always have the clips. If you're ever searching for your clips in your clip list, they should be here. If it's missing, it might be because you dragged this a little bit too far. And if you go over here to the left, you can see all your track lists. If you have a lot of tracks, this is probably the easiest way to select a certain track. And if you go down here, you can have groups. You can group your different channels into specific groups, and if you do, it will select everything in the group. Make a new group. You go up to track, and then you go to group, and say I want these two things in the group. I add that, and then only if I go to group, it will only select those when I move them around. So the other important window is the mix window. If you can't find the mix window or it's just not in existence, you can just go to Window and then go to Mix or Command equals, and you can see all your audio channels right here. They should be in the same order that they would be on your edit. And here you can add in inserts, so basically anything that you can find in the audio suite you could find here and just apply it to everything in the track. Down here you can see all the groups that anything is in, or if it's selected in a certain group. You can find your sends and your input outputs here, and you can also just raise and lower the volume here.
Alright, thank you so much for watching our video. Be sure to like, leave a comment, and subscribe.